Hey guys! So I decided earlier today, because Kenny posted something about making a Q&A video, that I should make an updated Q&A video because I haven't made one since 2012. So I think it's about time. So I asked you guys a few hours ago to send me questions on Twitter and on my Facebook, and I got so many questions. I probably can't answer them all because this video would be like really long. But I'm going to answer as many as I can, okay? So, let's get started. Alright. Are you excited about Tiara's comeback? Yes. I love Tiara. Of course I am. What do you hope your channel will lead you to in the future? Oh gosh. I guess being noticed by somebody in the K-pop industry where I can maybe choreograph for a group, or I can assist in some kind of like behind the scenes creativity type thing for a K-pop group, because that just seems so interesting to me. The whole culture is very interesting to me, so I would love that. What's your advice for those who want to start learning dances? Alright, listen here. I have a few things. First of all, make sure you get somewhere where there is enough light coming in so you can actually see your dance. Because sometimes I've seen covers where they're actually really good, but it's like hard to see the dance because it's so dark and they're like in their living room or their bedroom or something, and it's at night, so it's kind of hard to see. So try to get somewhere where you can at least see, you know. Another thing is if you want to get noticed and get a lot of followers, try covering newer dances. Those tend to get more views no matter what, because they just do. It's just how it is. Let's see. Another thing would be, you don't have to invest in a really nice camera right away. No. Honestly, if you have an iPhone, that works for now. If you want to go and get a really nice camera down the road, then that's fine, but right now you don't need one when you first start out. Make sure to smile in your dances. Have a lot of personality in your face. I know for me, at least, when I watch cover dancers, I tend to subscribe to the ones that have a lot of personality, the ones that I can see they're really enjoying the dance, instead of just like, okay, let me just get this dance out, it's dance. And I understand that sometimes it can be because of like confidence issues, but you learn it as you go, and I'm just letting you know, try to smile, try to really feel the music. It makes it more fun to dance anyway. Yeah. Try to pick a cute name, a cute brand for yourself too, I guess. I don't have my glasses on, so I'm like squinting to read these. I need to make the text like 72 point. What's your... Oh, okay. What do you like about guys? I liked this question. What do I like about guys? I like the fact that they are guys and they are hot. I don't know. What do I like in guys? Like what do I look for in guys, I guess, is how I interpreted that maybe. Somebody who's patient. Somebody who is funny and keeps me on my toes. Somebody who's exciting and who isn't boring and just wants to sit around because like every day that gets a little bit tiring. You know, somebody who's kind of off the wall a little bit and thinks of ideas on their own and isn't clingy and, you know, lets me have my space sometimes, because sometimes I need that space. Also somebody who is the sexy. What is your favorite movie? American Beauty, by far, is my favorite movie. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. I love that movie. What was your favorite cover to do? This one's really hard because it's like in two categories. Like, which one is the most fun dance to perform, and then also like what was my mindset during the cover while I was filming it, back when I filmed that cover, you know what I mean? So like the most fun cover, like mindset where I was in, where I was just having like a really fun time, and I was like, yeah, this is fun, this is nice. It's gonna sound weird, but it was probably I want to say Girls' Day something, You can probably tell from the bloopers at the end of it that we were all having just like such a ridiculously fun time during filming that. But that doesn't mean that's my favorite one to actually dance. I would say my favorite one to dance is either Evil's We Are a Bit Different, After School's Flashback, or maybe Nine Muses Hurt Locker. Any of those like girls dances that are like kind of sassy. I love dancing those, and I could just do them over and over and over. First K-pop song and group. My first K-pop group was SNSD, and the first song I heard was O, and it was like a whole new world. A whole new world. How did you get into K-pop? My friend Courtney actually messaged me and said that she wanted me to teach her a K-pop dance, and I was like, what? What is a K-pop dance? What is K-pop? What does this mean? I did not know. So she explained it to me that it was like Korean pop music, and I was like, oh, how cute. And at that point, I was already into Japanese stuff, so I kind of understood. You know, it wasn't like something like completely brand new to me where I was like, what is this? You know, I understood Asian culture to an extent, even though I know Korean's much different than Japanese, but like that cutesy kind of, you know, thing, I understood it. So I saw the dance, and I had been a dancer at that point for like 8 years or something. So when I saw it, I mean, immediately I was looking at the choreography, and so I was like, oh my gosh, these girls are like really cute, and they have like really awesome dance moves. So I helped teach her a little bit, and I learned a little bit with her, and it was fun. And then like later that day I went and I looked up like all of SNSD stuff. I looked up Run Devil Run, and then after that I looked up Genie, and I was just like, wow, these dances are really cool, because I loved choreography, and I loved looking at new choreography, and like American music doesn't always, I mean, it rarely has official choreography that goes with it, you know? So when I saw that K-pop dances or K-pop songs and groups had official choreography almost every time, I was like, oh my goodness, what is this opening? What portal am I falling into? What was your first K-pop cover, and how did you think of it at first? My first, very, very, very first K-pop cover I ever learned and did, even though it wasn't the whole song, it was like half of it, was SNSD Run Devil Run. It wasn't O, actually. It was Run Devil Run. I liked how sassy that it was. I liked, because those kind of moves are like, I remember something like this. It's been a long time. It's still on my channel, actually. You can go look. I filmed it with like my very old camera, so it's like 480p, really grainy. Go look it up. It's fun. I think I actually did a really good job on it for being my first cover. I mean, it was weird that my first cover was in heels too, because like I never wear heels, and for a long time thereafter I had a hard time dancing in heels. But yeah, that was it, and I liked it, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna do more. Double S501 is next. That one was also filmed with my like crap camera, but I love that cover as well. That was the second one. Anyway, favorite K-pop group. Oh, anyone that follows me on Twitter knows the answer to this. I'm sure anybody that knows me in general knows the answer to this. The tie between Big Bang and Cross Gene. They are both my loves. I can't choose between them. They're just, I love both those groups so much. How has K-pop changed your life? Okay, I'm going to try to make this not too long. When I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes in June of 2010, I didn't know what K-pop was yet. And Courtney introduced it to me later that year. I mean, my timeline's a little messed up. I think it was like the fall or maybe the winter of 2010 when she asked me to come over and teach her how to do the O dance by SNSD. And at that time I was like, obviously really struggling with this new lifestyle that I had to conform to. It's really hard. It's still hard. It's been 5 years and it's still really hard. So I went over there and I taught it to her, and then when I kind of got into dancing again through K-pop, it just like it transformed my life in a way, because instead of focusing every single day waking up on my blood sugar, and I was checking it and I was crying and I was like trying to figure out what to eat and how I was gonna like live the rest of my life, and I was like freaking out because I overthink everything. I had this new thing to think about and I guess kind of obsess about, but I mean, is it bad to obsess about dancing? I don't think so. I had this new thing, so like I was looking up dances every day, new dances to learn, new dances to discover, new groups to discover, and it was like exciting to me, and it was a great distraction at like right at the time that I needed it, because I was getting anxiety, I was having a hard time leaving the house. It was just really bad, so like it was a perfect distraction, and I think it kind of saved me from a little bit of depression maybe, because it got me excited about stuff again. Any tips for how to make a super fun K-pop workout? Well, what I like to do is whatever song I'm obsessed with at the moment, I put on like a Blogilates. If you don't know who that is, just type in Blogilates into YouTube, and she has like these amazing workout routines. Some of them are easy, beginners, some of them are like, oh my god, you're trying to kill me, woman. But they're like my favorite because they kill you. You feel so sore after. I turn on one of her videos and I like turn down the volume on it so I can kind of hear her talking still, but I put on a K-pop song and whatever song I'm obsessed with at the moment, it kind of just keeps me going. So I do that with any video. Like even if I put a video on my TV to work out to, and I listen to K-pop. I go running, which is rare, but I still do it sometimes because it's like super hot in Arizona. Who runs in this weather? Seriously, it's like 105 degrees today. If I go running, I'm listening to K-pop. I pick a song that motivates me and that gets me pumped. And sometimes when I'm listening, I can picture the dance in my head. And then again, if you know a bunch of K-pop dances, you can mix them together in GarageBand, which is what I use. Or if you know parts of songs, you can mix all the parts that you know into one long song, and you can just sit and dance to it without stopping. That's a great workout too, and it's really fun because you're dancing, and sometimes you forget that it's actually supposed to be a workout, What job are you thinking of getting with your bachelor's in Asian studies? I've been asked this a lot, and I feel terrible that I always give the same, terrible answer. I don't know. That's the truth, though. I really don't know yet. I majored in East Asian Studies because it was really interesting to me. I started by majoring in Japanese, and then I changed it. I wanted to major in biology, but I couldn't do all the math that was required. I just couldn't. I can't do math. I don't know why. I can't do math. It's just not in my brain. So I majored in it, not really having a direction like, oh, I'm majoring in Asian Studies because I want to be a translator or something like that. It wasn't necessarily that way. It was just, I'm interested in this, and I need a bachelor's degree, period. So this is what I choose. And I graduated with it, and I'm fine with it. And it's really cool now because I actually know a lot about Asia, both Southeast Asia, East Asia, South Asia. I was going to say North Asia. I don't think there's such a thing. God dang. But I know so much about the religion, the history, and the people, and the culture. The culture thing kind of, I learned that on my own, not necessarily in school, because they just had so many history and religion classes that it's like where the culture class is at. Those are more interesting. Basically, with an East Asian Studies degree, you can do a lot of different things. You're not confined to pick one job or anything, and I don't know what job I want. There's so many opportunities and so many ways I can go with this. Like, I could do business with it. I could do translation work if I, study hard enough with my Korean. Oh my god, I need to study Korean more. I need to study it 공부해야. You can, I could go on and on. You can work for an airline. You can, there's so much that you can do. So I will just stop it there. I am rambling on that one. What would be your dream life? Like your dream house, dream car, dream relationship, dream kids, dream hobby, dream career? Well, I already told you the career. No, I didn't. Okay, I'm just going to go through this. Dream house would be a house within walking or maybe driving distance, walking distance preferably, to a beach, because God, I love the beach so much. And I want it to be like open air because I feel very refreshed when I can like hear the ocean or see it. But I also really like old houses. Like, I'm like the complete opposite. Like, I like open air, fresh, beautiful, sunny, breezy, white walls, house on the beach, but I also like really creepy, old, dark, Victorian architecture on the East Coast. I'd be happy with either one. Like, whenever I see a creepy, I say creepy because you know what I mean. Whenever I see old architecture and like a dark looking Victorian style house, I'm always like, that's my house. That's where I'm gonna live. It's just so beautiful. And we don't have that here in Arizona, and it just makes me so angry. Dream car is a Fiat Abarth. God, please don't hate me for pronouncing that wrong. But freaking Fiat, I will scream if I see a Fiat on the streets because I think they are so damn cute. And I want a red one or a black one. Dream relationship. Kim Soo-hyun, Kim Seok-jin, Terada Takuya, Iki Kwon. One of those men. Come into my life. That'll be my dream relationship. Kids. I don't know if I want kids or not yet. I don't know. I'm 50-50 on that right now. Hobby. Dream hobby? What is your dream hobby? I'd love to get back into horseback riding. That was like my... Besides dance, horseback riding was something that I never got sick of. I was obsessed, and I still am obsessed with it. So I guess, if anything, I would absolutely get back into horseback riding. I took English riding lessons when I lived in New Hampshire, but now that I moved to Arizona, it's really hot, and it's like all Western riding out here, so I just wasn't able to get back into it. But man, I used to do like show jumping and stuff, and I was getting really good, and then I had to move, and talking about it's making me depressed. Dream career would be an actress because I like acting a lot. I like portraying a different person than myself. That might sound weird. I think I worded that wrong. Whatever. Is this? Okay, this is alright. What is on? What is this? What video is this? Is this Spica? Well then, yes it is. What routines would you recommend for beginners? I get asked this a lot. So I would recommend Histories Might Just Die for a good guy song that's fairly easy. I would recommend Sistars Shake It and Sistars Alone. Those are both relatively easy dances for a girl because Shake It has easy moves and because Alone is so slow. Slower dances are easier. Faster dances, no matter how easy the moves are hard. For me, at least. What else? Two Eyes, Shooting Star. It's a fun dance, but it's also extremely easy. Yeah. Favorite choreos, including ones that you haven't learned. On and On by Vix. God. I don't know how to pronounce this. Yanis by Boyfriend. I think that's how you pronounce it. Dope by BTS is now on there. I actually plan on making a video about like my favorite choreographies, but those are like top 3. So good. And the cover that I'm the most proud of, I would probably say like whole video wise, Call Me Baby, because I edited that for hours and Andrea did a great job at filming it, and it just came together and it looks so good, and the dancing is pretty good in it too. So altogether I would say Call Me Baby, but if I'm just looking at dancing, that's hard. I'm trying to go back, like I've done so many covers. I'm just talking about dancing, maybe probably After School's Flashback if I had to choose. Either that or Nine Muses Wild. I love both of those covers. I think I did a good job on both of them.